Okay, well, this is where some of the schematics done of it. I thought maybe you guys would want to see the schematics. Hopefully you can see that. I'm working on him, and you can watch. That'll be fun. Won't that be fun? So, God, he's way up in here. I don't know how about that arm, so I want to go with his leg here. So I gotta get it. I'm drawing with I guess like a ceramic type of thing. It draws on darker on metal or ceramics. So right now I'm just trying to get his, yeah, I don't know how clear you see it. I'm trying to get his body in here just right. And I mean, his boots and shit like that is some of the best part of the whole damn thing. So it's got to look rugged, you know. So this part is just like schemata, you know, drawing in where it should be at, you know. Like even in the original picture, he didn't show where his foot was, so I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. Keep it even more out than I did. And then this other one, I really did some roughage on his boots. It just hangs around there. This one's in black, which is cool because that's what I'll be working in. So all this picture will be in black. I mean, except for the parts I highlight. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna try and actually draw a pretty decent rendition of him, you know, as I go along. But he's gonna have this other sword here. It'll be in his arm. It goes right along his hair. So you see how I started there, then I went over here. So as you go along, you're just fixing it more and more and more and more until a perfect day. I know people think because I'm religious that I'm also crazy, but I'm not. So I mean that doing the sword in, I got no problems, but the sword's got to really be straight. I'm just kind of putting a marker in here to where it's going to be, or hopefully it'll be able to be. And he's got a real tight grip on that sword. And that sword's got to be just at the right spot. So I'm going to have to figure out where everything's at, you know what I mean? In order for that sword to be in the right position with his arm. I mean, it doesn't really show much. It just shows like from here and then coming down here. And then there's his and then this is his hand, you know, of course, which is part of it. And it's all going to be in black pretty much. Yeah. It's just a way that, yeah. So there's his sword, and like here, you know, his arm, you know, I've got his arm being a little too big, I think. And it's not too big, it's just that the muscle is a little too, God, look at all these veins on him and stuff. Not going to be easy to cut all this in. But we aim to please, yeah. So, but this is how you start, you know, and you go like, okay, I need to look at his hair here. And we want this to go out a little more, because this is supposed to be way the hell out here, you know. And his face, he's pretty evil. Look, are pretty evil. Evil Knievel. So, yeah, it's a matter of getting the detail. You know, a lot of it I can cut in. That's how his face kind of be. Gonna kind of come down here. All this will be black. And even down in here will be black. A lot of it's going to be black. These seem to be a little low, you know. It's stuff like this that you want to fix now while you're doing schematics on it, so that when you do actually do the picture, you don't mess it up. You know what I mean? This here is a real important part of it. And this cloak he's got on is awesome, you know. But will I be able to do that with black? I mean, I might have to come back in with without the airbrush, because I don't know that that's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be able to capture all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to get the spots in where I am going to cut out. So here's his belt coming down here, and he comes up, and then this is his thing. He's got like a six-pack going on here, so I don't know, looks like even more than a six-pack. 12-pack. Here's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you're going to have 4 there. And these are the spots that will be cut out. You know what I mean? All of this, all of everything else will be black. So it's really tricky when you're doing reverse stuff. Now I might have to go in and fix some of it with painting as I go along, you know. And that's okay. But I want to get some of the subtleties, like this part where we're down in here where it bends a little. I want to get that, you know. I want to get those in there because that's badass looking. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this up. It's gonna have like a. And we're gonna try. I'm gonna try, brother. But you know how it goes. So that's there, and this is just a little below. I'm not trying to actually be exactly like this picture. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get the feel of using the character to do my own stuff. You know, I mean, I might follow it a little bit here and there where I think it's cool. See, I'm doing the back, and this is the front. So, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got about 4 or 5. So this would be 4. It goes way up like this. All these go up here. And then this comes down, and that's the end of it. It comes up. It's the airbrushing of his legs and everything that make it look so cool. So I don't know what this thing is here in the center. I don't know what the hell he did there. But, I mean, it looks cool, but I'm going to have to try and work on that. Yeah. And figure out what the hell happened there. Yeah. But as you can see, this white stuff does a pretty damn good job of describing what you're trying to do, you know. And then there's going to be like a skull over here. There's a skull. Oh, I got Oh, hanging open. Ah. Oh. Doesn't even look right, does it? Now, we'll be working on it, so. There's a skull over there, and then there's a skull here. And you got some stuff going up here. And you got these trees here, which are cool ass trees. And they come up. And down at the bottom, there's like crags and the rocks and stuff. And these are the guys down here looking up at him, you know. Dead men don't tell tales. And then right below him, there's like some kind of wild, I don't know what the hell it is, but I'm just going to add something in here. And more, there'll be more. Some kind of monster down here, I don't know. But I like the grass, you know, against the grass against the black. I don't know if you can see over where I'm looking at. But, yeah, I'm kind of looking at this part here. And how I want this leg to come down in here. And you got to be careful. I mean, you know, yeah, sure, you can just slop it in there, but that ain't the cool way of doing it, you know what I'm saying? And then over here, for some reason, this is an actual hand here, and I don't even know if I want to do that or not, you know? I like the skulls. I'll keep working on some of the skulls. I'll put a skull here. Yeah. And another skull here. I don't mind that it's not showing his feet so much. But it does show it on this side. It's got a rock here. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It don't show his feet, but... Okay, so this part, really, this is like going up to the back of him, and this is his main arm. And then this part comes down. Supposedly it's way up from there, though, so it would have to be up here. I don't know, good question. So this leg is going to be cut here and here to give him that leg looky cookie. And then I'm going to bring this one around. You know, because there's a bunch of this shit going on with this guy. It looks pretty cool the way he's got it, but it's almost too fucking thick. Yeah. It's the same way with this one. There's like one and then two here. There's some kind of diadem here in the center. I don't know what that is. But anyway, this is me drawing him. And, you know, when I start to do the cutting, I'll bring you back aboard. I didn't want to bore you with all the tedious semantics. I just want you to see the process of what's going on here. You know what I mean? What it takes to actually make something like this. I mean, people look at me, oh, it's nothing. Yeah. Try it yourself, pal. Okay, so anyway, there you go. He's definitely gonna have a mouth here. This part's gonna be white. But he's gonna be a little more lengthy. Hopefully I can get this face in here like it's supposed to be instead of the way you're seeing it there. I know that kind of looks all messed up. But I'm gonna keep working on this, just describing where things are and looking around, see where I'm supposed to cut and where I'm supposed to not cut. Because remember, this is a hood, you know what I mean? Of a car. Sure, I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock you down one, And we're going to look at, I'm going to put some fog in here, and you know what I mean. And up here, there's a great big, there's a castle going up here. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the castle going up here. It'll be going up like this. And there'll be castle, and then there will be these other trees. You know what I mean? The trees will be coming over. And he'll be right there in the middle. It's just the face is one of the most important parts, and I've got to get it exactly right. So I got to crawl up in here. I'll be way up in here doing that. Have to wear my glasses and everything, because you know you got to cut this shit right. Otherwise it ain't gonna look good. So anyway, that's step 2 of it for you. Turn around a little bit so you can see it the other way. It's just drawn with this chalk, and it's on this table.